for giving me a screen. I will today talk about uh, about influence of low pH to microorganisms and the use application of low pH conditions in different sectors of industry of humanity, from food industry, energy, and pharmacy. This low pH was a topic of cost action. Uh, One had the cost action 100,011 and as a result was made a work made published in Fermentations in 2022, and the title of this article is called Bio-based Processes for Material Energy and Energy Production from Waste Streams under acidic conditions. The claiming the substrate main feed considered in these meetings was waste, because European Union wants and grants and even funds any scientific ideas development that will utilize the waste, harmful or not harmful, and form from these materials for energy sectors, pharmaceutical and food sectors, or for recycle, giving the waste second life to open and close the life cycle waste, to to circulate human matter, and not necessary to use additional to independent made from petrol-based conventional method waste. The low pH is used in anaerobic digestion, especially factor one, which is documentation, which is producing the the hydrogen and low organic acids, and even the another case is bioaugmentation, which is formed to use this organic acid, especially to pharmaceutical and food service, and even to use only. And however, in Germany are 4,000 of biogas, and China even more. Only 1 to 10% of produced volatile fatty acid, including organic, are used and again to sector. However, it's very important for chemical synthesis, and several industries like uh, uh, landfill and food and pharmacy. Therefore, we used the science. First is bioaugmentation is properly the great consortia, which restore reactor performance after method. This is the sector that not only produce but also use this acid to improve the reactor, so reactant vessel maze. As the case, the acids are very important is mentioned that for acetic acid the value is slightly lower even at hydrogen production. So it's enough to use 3.3 point. And if you want to use only acetic more than hydrogen, then you don't need to pretreat. You only need to keep in low pH. And there are even acetobacter and comagretobacter that can be produced to acetic acid, which is important in polymer and food industry. It is used in some students' universities pilot plant in China and gives good source as for good rice to make volatile fat acid and suitable for industry. Of course, the small addition of oxygen is useful, similarly like in hydrogen production. That little oxygen is, however, the bacteria are strictly anaerobic. More, they like oxygen, so we can add. So we don't are more less resistant to oxygen and less likely. So even higher that slide to 10%, while in hydrogen production you need to use 2.28% of oxygen. And in biomethane, the can be methanogenesis is reported from 6.4 to 7.6. But in some cases, in the case of some lignocellulose materials, because higher is good for manure, less is better for lignocellulose waste, and this is lower. So, as you see, mesophilic or thermophilic can be also sourced by pretreating of these materials feed used to nanoparticles. Then low pH bioaugmentation, so keeping these acetics, will combine into hydrogen production by fragmentation and give microbial community. And producing hydrogen production gives also caproic lactic acid. And this is biomethane biohydrogen production. So the waste stream by hydrolysis can give acid. This acid can be also used to acidogenesis as acid production. Some as propionable, some as lactic acid used to bioplastic and biofuels, and some to hydrogen and biomethane by that fermentation. This shows that low pH processes are very useful, and low pH can be used also not only by mineral acid, by some organic acid also, but needs to be improved. So there are even extremely low pH process bacteria used in pharmaceutical by hemolithotrophic bacteria. So they can live in pH 1 to 3, however, most 3 is so they have resistant to very low and they live in volcano process. And they are fine for bioleaching in case of can be used to utilize the places which are polluted by sulfur. And I used in Slovakia wastewater treatment to remove extra sulfur and iron oxides. So this helps to reduce and become back metals. because by using and removing the sulfur, you obtain some sulfur with iron and sulfur combined. So we get iron, which can be used then in industry. So leaching can leads to retake from sewage stuff metals like copper, zinc, nickel, copper, which are very important for industry and can be some additional method to cleaning. So low pH gives us the very big, and European Union Green Deal promotes such process. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that enjoying. Please leave comments if you want. Thank you.